Every star in the sky shines brightly. Each one burns itself to light up the darkness that is the sky. It's a lot like humans who, through their self-sacrifice, make the world a little more habitable for the others who live in it. The seed is 100 days, same as the title. Day 0, get tools and food. Whoa, we spawn in on a cherry grove. It's a very nice looking mountain here. It's got a lot of nice looking pink trees. I'm gonna get some of these and dig ourselves underground real quick just so I can get some stone tools. Of course, I'll only be using a wooden pick for 3 blocks because I hate using the wooden pick. And then we'll also make ourselves a little bit of tools in order to get some more wood. Might as well, we're already here. The goal of hardcore is to get yourself set up enough that you can travel around a nomadic lifestyle. That is because you want to find a village, and if you don't find a village, there's pretty much no point in playing hardcore Minecraft, because eventually you're going to need villagers to get the best gear. I didn't realize until recording that these horses are extremely loud. Very important that we get at least 46 leathers so that we can set up an enchanting station. A lot of sheep nearby too, and so we can make a bed in order to pass the first night without dying to roaming mobs. So I find a little cave right here. There's a good bit of coal, but there's no iron and it doesn't connect anywhere. I thought this was going to be a lava, but it wasn't. Need to get some more flint for fletching tables, as well as extra gravel. Cook up our first food, get some pumpkins around the area while the food cooks. Get a new axe, and recover our first bars of hunger. My favorite bed is, of course, the cyan bed, but a yellow bed is not bad. It's a little better than a white bed, at least. Take a death-defying jump over the gorge there. Day 1, find a village. We wake up next to some cows and we get some more beef. Very nice. We take another jump across this gorge here and we kill ourselves a little more cows. So our food situation is looking pretty good at the moment, but I want to get a little bit of fish, so I thought, well, there's going to be cats at the village, of course, and I want to tame those. But I never get around to taming them. The ruined portal chest, and we get our first bits of gold and a flint and steel. We also find some sugarcane and dig out a ton of sand before some water drops onto us. I thought, hey, well, I should get some decoration blocks to make our base look really good at the start. But then again, I never really make a good looking base at the start either. Well, there's some more sugarcane at the very least. I'm avoiding these pigs for now because I want to just only eat beef at the moment. I feel like it'd clutter my inventory to have like mutton and pork. Well, we've reached the savanna biome, and savanna biomes are pretty easy to find villages in. The 3 most common places to find villages, of course, are plains, savanna, and desert. But that's just because you can see very far in each of them. I take a screenshot of this because I think it looks nice. I take a screenshot of a lot of things in Minecraft. First, our house is a cartography house. It's not really got anything useful, but I'll take the chests. Inventory's kind of clogged up at the moment, so I kind of need to find a spot to sit down. Savannah villages always have terrible farms. There's always like seeds everywhere and water flowing. But day 2 gets settled. Now that we've found a village, it's time to destroy the golem, get some iron, and make sure that we have a place to store all of our goodies. It's just a chest outside. It's going to be outside chests for the entire 100 days at the moment. We cook up some of our beef and we take some of this wheat down and we start destroying this house next to us so we can get a bigger place to settle in. Might as well use our efficiency golden pickaxe while we don't have any great tools on us. And there we go. Looks a lot nicer already. Let's put down a couple more chests because we need to sort our inventory. We'll expand the land a little bit because we're not given a lot to work with on this beach here. It's kind of got this giant hill and it leads right into the ocean. find out that you can't mine copper with a golden pickaxe. But it really doesn't matter. I don't like copper anyways. I start to fill in all the rest of these holes and chop all this ugly looking grass down here. And then we place dirt on all of the paths to turn them back into regular grass blocks. Day 3 aesthetics. We are going to improve this little village here today because I don't want to look at this ugliness for too long. Get rid of all of these random acacia planks passed all over here. Dig out some more of this hill. We're going to need the dirt in order to build ourselves a little villager hole. Mine some of this copper. Might as well. Then we'll fill on the spot with dirt. Yeah, it's already looking a lot better from a couple improvements. I think I'll build the wall over here. Now I gotta fill in this place so the villagers don't fall in the water. Smooth out the area a bit more. Place the walls so they're too high so nothing can get in. I'll count off a place for building a little wheat farm. Expand it a bit because I feel like it's a bit tight at the moment for the villagers to be living in. There we go. That seems like it's enough room to house about 20 villagers or so. Take off this bell and place it in here so that I can draw all the villagers inside the hole. A bit of iron here. Very nice, very nice. 2 wells is excessive, so I'll just delete one of them. And now that that's done, we'll build ourselves some more storage, cook up some cobblestone, and then sleep, and this villager's going to look over us while we do so. Day 4, villager hole. We start out by crafting another axe, moving our crafting table away from the wall so that mobs can't jump in. We dig out some more of this hole, make it look nicer also so that they can't escape here. There we go, it's all nice and flat, but there's still some path blocks down and I need to make sure that it looks nice. So I'll just use the shovel to take the rest of these back and place a little dirt path over here so I can get out of the wall very easily. Next thing to do is to go around the rest of the village and steal all their loot. So I'll swim up this waterfall like a Zora and, you know, see where it has me. Cartographer table, a chest, random loot, bed, some wheat. A lot of wheat. There's a lot of wheat around here actually. It's crazy. If we ever need to breed cows, it's good. We actually don't breed any cows. More beds, more composters, another bed, more wheat. Time to start digging out the community garden. Then I forget, you need water for this. There we go. There's 80 squares of farmland put down. Let's put a composter on top here and light it up so the seeds grow faster. And I think it looks nice so far. Yep, 4 villages, 5 villages at the moment, but it's soon to be more. Just want to put charcoal, and we're going to put another water in our inventory. Always got to have water. Let's start placing some dirt so we can have sugarcane platforms. Let's have them be next to the ocean, because why not? We have the oceanfront property for it. Start digging out the side of this hill so we can expand more of our land. Day 5, sugarcane and mining. Alright, it's time to finish up this sugarcane farm. We need more dirt, we're going to need more sugarcane, and we're going to just dig out some of the sand over here because it looks kind of ugly right now. There we go. We'll expand this just a bit more. So with that, we have room to grow our farm. Take out our sugarcane. Start planting our sugarcane on day 5, which is 71 days earlier than Luke the Notable. Craft ourselves some more tools, and, you know, well, I think we'll get rid of this tree. It's a little bit in the way for now. We can always plant more. Next thing on our list is to open up the mine entrance, and I think we'll go through here. 3, 2, 1, and bam. So a nice open area. Actually, you know, this kind of looks nice. I'll put pillar back here. It's a nice little cabana right in front of our mines. Yep, I'm gonna dig it too wide. Actually, you know, probably just one wide. That's a lot of effort. Oh, just realized that blocks the light. It's fine. It's these saplings that dropped. Don't want to be wasteful now. I'm gonna smooth stone out. Don't really know what we'll use it for, but it's there. Also, we'll craft up a grindstone, 2 of them. If we could remember the crafting recipe, that is. Place that down. I'm gonna have a weaponsmith in the village, and put this in here for later. Now we should get some more flint so we can get Fletchers for our village. Fletch is always the first thing that I love to put in a village. We use cherry wood, so we have a bunch of that still. Craft some more of that cherry wood into charcoal even. Now we're gonna make some torches in order to go deeper into the mines while being able to see. Very good. We're already at Y25. Now we're at Y15. And this is the perfect spot to find iron, so I'll mark it off and been to the diorite. We'll go down some more even further, because, you know, we're hoping to get some diamonds at least. Oh, there's a cave here. Well, you know, we should probably just avoid this for the time being. At the very least, we can light it up a bit. Yep, we're just going to make a little cobblestone wall to protect us, and, yeah, just continue digging down to diamond level. You know, I think we've dug down deep enough for now. I think it's time to head back. Yeah, you can see that it's nighttime already. Thankfully, there's no mobs out here, and an iron golem's already spawned in to protect the village. Alright, day 6, mining deeper. I think I'll pass on killing the iron golem for now. There's a creeper over here. I think I'll kill it for some gunpowder. Early gunpowder, that is. Get a crit on that. Monster Hunter achievement. Smell some of that iron that we got digging down. I think I'll use the acacia wood, because we've got a lot of that. Get ourselves a bit more charcoal. And I think we'll expand this a bit, because we don't want to be hitting our head every time we go down to the mines. We'll find that our pickaxe, well, our pickaxe is going to break. But first we're going to extend this wall a bit. Yep, there it is. There it goes. Now we gotta go back all the way up. At least we're not hitting our head. Got ourselves a stone cutter for really no reason. Oh wait, no. The reason is because we want to get stairs. Door. Craft up a pick and a shield, because we need some defense without armor. And alright, we're next to a ocean, a warm ocean, so there's tropical fish spawning. I'll take one to capture as a pet. You know, this pink fish actually looks pretty good. I should get up and make an enclosure for him out of cobblestone. But it looks like it's not big enough to hold a fish. So, I think I'll have to expand this just a bit more. There we go, 2 more here, 2 more here. Dig out the center. And it should be good enough to hold a fish, right? There we go. Yeah, he looks good. Let's fill up our bucket again. Go back down to the mines. We hit our head on some blocks, so we clear those out. Find some gold. You know, it's alright. Keep digging through this deep slate. And we break into a mob spawner. A little dungeon over here. We're just going to light this up. We could go down with a bucket of water, but it's probably not worth it to go down without armor. So we'll head back up. It's nighttime anyways, you know. Actually, we'll just sleep on the staircase. Day 7, search for plants. Alright, we should place some more staircases as we try to exit our mines. Then we'll adjust the heights of these branches off here so we can jump onto them easily. Yep. Place another one. See if we go back down and back up. We don't hit our head. Craft up some more torches. And we've taken the rest of the acacia and we've crafted it into sticks in order to sell to the Fletcher. This is our first emeralds that we're getting of the playthrough, but definitely not our last. We'll craft a blast furnace in order to get an armorer as well. And we'll store our stones in this chest right over here. Craft ourselves a pink boat out of cherry wood. Mark our coordinates down, and we're going to prepare to cross the oceans over here. Right next to our sugarcane farm. Yep. Just a big old open ocean. First things we find are a bunch of pink flowers. It's alright. Pink's an okay color. We got a bunch of other flowers as well because we've landed in a flower forest. I ended up throwing up a lot of these flowers out. There's some mountain looking things over there which tells me that there might be some spruce nearby. I mean, it also could just be nothing, but you know, I choose to believe it. Get some more food from animals. There's a bee nest we can't take. Some more chickens. Really just killing them for the feathers at this point. Some more cows. There's a lot of cows here. That means that we'll be a lot closer to our goal of getting 46 leather. And also, day 8, spruce attainment. Well, we wake up and we kill the rest of the cows that are in this field. You know, cooked beef gives us 20 saturation and gives us 5 hunger bars. So it's very good for an early game food source until we can get golden carrots. We notice there's a pink sheep off in the distance, which is honestly really rare and kind of nice. I haven't found a pink sheep in about like 6 or 7 playthroughs now. Right. Just mark the coordinates down to this guy. Put him in a pink boat as well. Craft up another pink boat for myself and get a new axe. I notice that there's a spruce on top of this thing here. Also some dark oak. And there's also pale oak, but you know, I love blue, the color blue, so I'll take these cornflowers first. I'm getting really distracted here, getting basically everything besides spruce, but you know, I like the look of this white wood. It's kind of like birch, but like more birchy and more white, I guess. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't use birch that much anymore. I mean, I guess there's like several other wood types that do the same sort of thing anyways. Craft some of that pink wood into sticks, and we'll go over and chop our first cow, and then more cows, and then a spruce. Then our axe breaks. Day 9, more spruces. Well, we have to get another axe because our last one broke, so yep, that's what we're doing, and then we're just chopping all of these to get some saplings to fall, but also the wood itself is pretty nice. We're just going to turn it all into sticks, though, for emeralds. Yep. Just more spruce. We end up getting over a stack of spruce, actually. You know, that's about, like, 10 or 15 trees. Our inventory is full, so I'll throw out a crafting table, I'll throw out a hoe, I'll throw out a pick. Put some of these berry bushes over here. You know, they can be turned into like red dye and they can be used to breed foxes. However, I don't think I'll be doing any of that. So I get some of these leaves because I think, ooh, I'll make a pretty path, but I don't. Also, I don't pick up any of this leaf litter because you can craft leaf litter by smelting leaves in a furnace. You don't have to go out and get it. Now we're still getting more leather from horses and cows. And I think we're getting really good on it. 27 leather, you know, that's pretty good. Day 10, go home. Alright, we wake up and we go back to the savannah. We see that there is a large lava pool that's burning all the trees around here. Just take a screenshot of that, get some more of these beefs. Now we're up to 32 leather. Across the gorge, count some more horses. They're being pretty stingy with the leather though. Our axe is broken again, so we'll craft a new one. There's a desert on the side here, but first there's more cows. Of course, you know, we gotta kill all the cows that we see. It's very good. We're up to 40 leather. This cactus over here. There's also some red sand, but I'm not concerned with that right now. Some sugarcane as well. Squid is doing a headstand, and some more sugarcane. Alright. Well, we're back home, as you can see. It's just over that hill. And we plant all our sugarcane down. It's pretty good. We got 3 rows so far of our farm. Let's go and harvest this, and we're gonna need to expand the sugarcane farm, but not today. We'll throw the rest of these flowers inside of our own chest, and we'll go to sleep. Day 11, Acacia and Inventory. I take the cactus, and I take the cornflower, and I make myself a little cyan tie so I can have the best looking bed. Go over to this acacia bridge over here, and I think, well, that needs some fixing. So I'll just swim up the waterfall here, and I'll take some acacia trees, I'll chop them down, and get that some nice orange wood, so that I can repair that little bridge over there. Also, I just want to take down all these trees, because, you know, they're kind of getting in the way of, like, aesthetics here. Acacia trees don't really look that nice on their own. Alright, placing some more of these planks down, we'll make an even pathway here. Destroy some of this farmland that gets in the middle of our bridge. Put some support beams down using cobblestone and acacia logs. I think that looks nice. We'll make sure a ring goes underneath it as well. We're not going to have it go down to the dirt layer under the water or anything. We don't really see that part anyways. I think about a few designs for the railings. I don't really like it, so I just leave it with a flat level design. And clear out some more of this farmland that's over here, and be able to pick up some water because there's some seagrass there. There you go, now we fill in more water, destroy more farmland. I think I'm going to do something with this area. I haven't decided at the moment, but I'll do something with this area because, you know, I'd like to get some more areas to work with. And we gotta craft some more chests up, of course, because inventory is always going to be an issue in the early Minecraft. And we'll place down a little sandbar over here so we can place down all our cactuses and have those start growing. Day 12, trading in big trees. Well, time for us to trade off some of the acacia and the sticks into the Fletchers for emeralds. Gotta get those emeralds up if we're gonna buy our armor, which we should buy our armor. We'll make a little dirt platform out in the sea so that we can have our spruce saplings grow up without creating a mess of podzol everywhere on our beach. Yep, 3 of them so far. We'll make space for another 4th, but we don't have the saplings for that right now. Go back into the village, let's buy ourselves a little bit of protection. It's not going to help us too much against mobs, but, you know, we're working on our way to diamond armor. We gotta buy all the iron armor first. It gets cheaper every time you buy it, though, so that's pretty good. Now it's selling for 1, and we'll buy some pants as well. Pants have a little bit of holes in them. Throw these all in a chest. We'll smelt them down for iron ingot or iron nuggets later. Then we'll... Hey, look, our first tree's grown. Let's just get over there, eat some of this steak, and start chopping this. It's very slow to chop a giant spruce with only a stone axe. I'll cut out most of the times where I'm chopping a tree, but you know. Day 13, iron axe for chopping. Yep, we're not going to be chopping this slow all the time, just for now. And a broken axe. Yeah, it's just too much wood to chop. Not enough axes in the world. That's why we gotta buy our axes. But first, we need to sell our sticks. And we'll level up our armorer, buy a bunch of extra shields. Now he's selling diamond gear, which is nice, but we don't have enough money for that at the moment. Let's just take out a little bit more of this hill right here. And it looks like our shovel's broken, so, well, time to jump down and get ourselves an iron axe. Our view gets a little wonky after buying that, but it's alright. We can go back over to our spiral tree, chop the rest of it down, chop down another tree. Yep, it's already like 30% faster, I'd say. It's pretty good. It's noticeable. These trees take about 1:30 to chop each, so, you know, every little bit counts. I'll get some of these saplings. I definitely need to replant them. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Plant some back in this middle part here, and we've actually expanded the number of trees that we are growing at the time. It starts thunderstorming actually, so it's the only time in the playthrough it'll thunder. But we gotta sleep, we don't mob. Day 14, diamond armor half. Well, I think you're gonna understand what we're gonna do today. Yep, there's a lot of spruce. It's gonna be turned into a lot of sticks and a lot of emeralds. Thank you, Fletchers. We'll buy ourselves another iron axe because ours is getting damaged. We'll even get the first part of our gear. We use these. We'll level them up a bit more. But we'll store all these pants away. If we want to get more emeralds, we're going to need more trees. Plant some more trees and some more platforms. You know, at some point you have enough spruce trees that they'll grow before you can chop all of them down. I think the optimal number is around 7, but I could be wrong. I think I only use 6 for this because I don't really need to chop spruce constantly. I just need to chop spruce a lot for emeralds. There we go, more pants. Buy another shield so he levels up. Selling some, it's not really great armor. The enchantments are never really great on these things. Might as well just do a little bit of harvest on our sugarcane before the day ends. You know, 2.5 stacks. And why not? Let's expand this platform a bit more. Need a place for more sugar canes to level up librarians and cartographers. Day 15, diamond armor full. Well, I'm going to start off the day by placing the rest of this sugarcane down, and yep, it's a good looking farm. Get some more of these stick trades in. You press space to make the trade go faster. Get ourselves a little helmet. And we'll go back over and start chopping some more spruces. Yep. Just chopping, straight chopping. Replanting more sticks. There we go. There is our full set of gear. Of course, without protection 4, it's pretty much the same as iron armor. We'll make ourselves a bit of paper here because we want to make some bookshelves. But if we want an enchanting table, we're gonna actually have to find diamonds in the mines. So we'll pick up some of these saplings and wood, head right back down. I think we're ready enough to fight these skeletons that can spawn. Of course, none of them did. They're too scared now that we've got diamond armor. Loot from the chest, pretty mediocre. Craft ourselves a little cobble staircase. And we're gonna start digging into the deep slate. Yep, just digging down, and there's a cave we found. You know, let's explore a bit. We've got gear. There's a skeleton. He's no match for our axe. I use axes. Everyone seems to use swords in Minecraft, but axes just kill things in 2 crits if you can, you know, get 2 crits on them. So, some redstone that we get. Light up the caves a bit more. Doesn't look like there's really anything in here, so we'll just continue on our path down. Managed to dig all the way down to Y level 54, and then we're going to start digging forward to look for diamonds. Day 16, trades and irons. We wake up and immediately our pickaxe is broken, so we've got to make ourselves staircases so we can walk all the way back up. But our pickaxe is broken, so we're going to need to get away. We need to make a stone one in order to break this cobble deep slate that's in front of us. And then we run out of staircases. We are 1 short, so I decide, hey, well, let's just make our staircase with a crafting table in the middle here. Yep, and now we'll break it with our iron axe and place it. It's complete. Get ourselves another iron axe. We can always use more of them. There's a really big tree right here. Let's chop that down. There we go. You plant that. Chop another one. It's raining now. You plant that. And start cooking up some of those for charcoal. We haven't found a lot of coal. Trade the rest of these for sticks and emeralds. And we go back to the level 15. If we're going to enchant anything, we're going to need an anvil to do that. So that requires 31 iron, at the very least. So we'll just dig around here so we can get some more iron. We're going to at least make another iron pick in a furnace. Smelt this iron that we found so far. Our stone pick breaks. Light us up. There's a cave here. We're just going to go back and get our pick first. See where this cave leads us. There's some more iron, which is very nice. Very promising cave so far. Just get all these irons. I mean, it's the best way to get iron without a iron farm. I mean, I usually like to make a really big and successful iron farm, so I don't really like to mess around with it too much. Let's just block off this water here. I think we've got enough iron for now. Now it's time to try to get some diamonds. Day 17, diamond pick obsidian. Well, we're going back down to Y54. Craft ourselves some more torches. And, let's just see what we can find. Oop, there's a diamond. At least it didn't take us like 100 blocks out. I think it was only about 50 or 70. It's not bad. And the best part is that there's 5 diamonds here. 3 for a pick and 2 for an enchanting table. Is just what we needed. So we'll mess with our inventory a bit here. Set a smithing table down, get a pick. And we'll take a boat to the lava location that we had earlier. Yep. And we'll just mine obsidian slowly all the way until nighttime. It takes 14 seconds per obsidian. It's very slow. And the last one here. Day 18, enchanting table set up. Well, we're gonna get just a bit more of these zombies here. Take our water back with us. And we'll leave the cows for now. We have enough leather. Yeah. Sail over the ocean again. We can see our trees in the distance. That's how we know it's our base. But also because we've marked down the coordinates. Our sugarcane is growing in again nicely. Very nicely. Just harvest this a bit then. Gonna need some more of this for books and for trades. Yep, there's a ton more books, and we're gonna craft ourselves an enchanting table, but I put the things in the wrong places. It's alright, I remembered how to make it. The wandering trader that falls down our waterfall, crashes into our cactus. We'll get an emerald from him, but his trades are trash, so we're just gonna kill him for leads. Actually, the llama's gonna kill him. Then they're gonna run away into our villager hole. Yeah, take them for more leather, of course. Now, I'm thinking to myself, well, across this bridge would be a pretty good place for a portal because it's near to our base, but I'm not gonna be hearing the sounds of it whirring constantly. I think I'll use glazed yellow terracotta for the corners of the portal, so we gotta smelt that for a bit. Get the glazed yellow terracotta by destroying houses around here. And we're going to destroy this part of this beach in order to make a nice little setup for an enchanting table and bookshelves. Yep, that looks nice, and we'll start filling it in with books. There we go. Make sure to put some light down. We haven't put any lights down. This whole place is dark, that's why I've been instantly sleeping. Now that we have enough torches to spare, we can make sure that this place isn't attacked by too many mobs during the nighttime. Some cats over here. I don't tame them, though. Day 19, into the nether. We would enchant anything if we had the lapis to do so, but for now, I think we'll just head into the nether. Try to find ourselves a nether fort so we can get some brewing stands and some eyes of ender. Spawn into a crimson forest here, which is pretty nice, but it doesn't look like there's any structures around us. I'll keep searching, of course, mark down our coordinates of our portal so we don't get lost. Yep, there is nothing around us besides lava falls. So we'll just mine into this wall here, just mine in a straight direction so we don't get lost. And, hopefully we'll find some structures along the way. Really just bridging over everything. There's a lot of gaps in this, by the way. But yeah, it's a lot of tedium in this. Oop, some lava that comes out. It's no issue for us. We've dealt with lava about 1,000 times and about 1,000 other hardcores. Our pickaxe is getting like really low as we dig into this basalt delta over here. It's nice little powdery effect going on. There isn't anything on the left side, and we check the right, and it's a warped forest. Very nice, very nice. We'll come back to this later. Keep mining, and there is a piece of a nether brick sticking out, so we know that we've headed into the right direction. Then we go over here, and we can't see it anymore. It's a mystery. Then we calculate the angle again, go back, and oh, there it is. It's hidden under this basalt. And so we'll look at our coordinates, and we see that we are 700 blocks out. At the very least, we found a fortress, though. That's nice. This lava is not working. I'll take a screenshot of that. Kill our first wither skeletons. Not dropping anything, but I wouldn't expect them to. I don't have any fire resistance for this nether, but I don't really plan on falling into lava. This nether fort is rather enclosed after all, and diamond armor can grant you around 15 seconds of protection from the lava. Day 20 is fort night. Well, we spent all night, and now we've rounded up in a fort, and there's a skeleton that got himself into a bad situation. We're into a rather bad situation ourselves with all these wither skeletons. Yep. We, down to 4 hearts here. 3 hearts even. Oof. But, thank goodness we have a lot of steak. Block off this entrance here, and we'll start to deal with them one by one. The ghast over there, but, he doesn't seem to notice us. There you go, first one, second one. And he dropped a skull. Nice, very nice. Right, this netherrack. We have a whole inventory of netherrack. We'll pick up this blaze rod as well. There's a gas here. He blows us up as well as some blazes. We're burning half to death over here. Not good. But we kill some more blazes. The gas seems to have calmed down after taking a bath in the lava. Kill some more magma slimes. We're not getting any slime balls. We'll go into the deeper part of the fortress. We see ourselves another wart and some bone blocks that's sticking into the walls. Skeleton can't get us, by the way. He's just too tall. This will be important in brewing a lot of potions later, including fire res and night vision. Yep, it is some more root even. Found the second staircase. I think that fortresses can only have 2 staircases. Well, let's check their first chest, and it's diamonds. Well, that's pretty good. We'll mark this off here. Trying to find a rib armor trim, but we'll take any diamonds we can find as well. Wow, more diamonds, and some diamond horse armor. We're not gonna tame any horses, but it's nice. And a third chest with diamonds. But that's the last chest that has diamonds in it. All the other chests are unremarkable. We'll throw out our iron axe and we'll get a diamond axe. We can chop trees fast and we can chop enemies fast as well. Throw out some of these sticks as well. Pick up our crafting table. Find the blaze spawner. There's a wither skeleton guarding it. Not sure what he's doing. Let's mark the location of that. Some of these blazes destroyed. Block all our shots with a shield. I don't want to be set on fire in the middle of 4 blazes. I mean, it'd just be a waste of food to recover all those hearts. There we go. Some more blazes have spawned in. I think we're gonna get about 10 blaze rods. That's about how many I usually get. So that's enough to make myself a brewing stand, get some blaze powder, and then make about 16 guys or so. Not really sure why I have so much footage of me fighting blazes, but you know, whatever. Yeah, well, that's 10 rods. Let's go out of here now. Let's find our way back using our coordinates, and there's that lava that hasn't gone in. We almost jump into it, but alright, well, we'll take the long journey home. Day 21, Cleric and Great Axe. Yep, it just turned to the next day while we were going back. Was staking us. We'll make the area around the portal look a little bit nicer. I don't want like farmland or anything. Also, we need a place to put our netherwort and grow it. We're not going to wait until day 200 something to grow netherwort. Brewing stands made. Let's put this down here and make another one for the villager. Let's throw all of our extra things away, because our inventory is clogged up at the moment. Yep. Diamonds in this chest. It's our valuables chest, by the way. Take all of our emeralds out we've been collecting. Let's level this guy up so we can get some pearls. And some lapis for enchanting. That's actually really important. Glowstone's not really important though. Oh, and he's selling pearls on his first try. It's a 2 out of 3 chance, but you know, it's always nice when you get it. Enchant our axe, and it's efficiency 4, unbreaking 3. Wow, that is great. We can use that to chop a lot of logs. Let's try to enchant our chest plate next. It's not really got great enchantments. Well, alright, that was a bust. How about the boots? Oh, that's not bad. Depth Strider and Protection 3. Alright, I'll take that. And I'll go for a little test swim. Wow, this is so fast. Okay. Let's enchant our chest plate now. Nope. How about our pickaxe? Efficiency 4, Fortune 2, Unbreaking 3. That's not bad. Next enchantment for the chest plate is Thorn, so that's garbage. Let's level ourselves up again by buying some sticks. And yeah, wow. We're just gonna see how fast this goes. It is, it's insanely fast compared to the last thing. I would say it's almost twice as fast as using an iron axe. This is so nice. This is gonna help so much. I mean, enchanting your tools is basically just the best feeling in the world when you get a good enchant. But, you know, sometimes it's really hard to get that. You just gotta keep trying, like everything in Minecraft. If it doesn't work, just keep trying again. Well, it took 54 seconds to chop down this tree. That's pretty good. Gotta do a bit more of this chopping today while the daytime is still out and the sun is still out. Yep. We are getting a lot of these boys in this day. Oh my goodness. You know, we can collect everything with this Depth Strider as well. Like, jeez. I don't even know. It's like the best sort of enchants I could have gotten here. Well, let's craft up some more sticks, and then I think we'll call it a night. Day 22, upgrading the village. We got a bunch of Fletchers now, and we got a cleric, and we got an armored guy. But, you know, there's not a lot of other people here. We're going to need a lot of librarians. And for that, we're going to need to get more beds. For that, we're going to need shears. So we got shears. We're going to swim up this waterfall over here. And 'cause I think there's some sheep out back that I haven't killed. There's also some cows roaming around. And a cat. Not sure what he's doing there. But alright. Well, there should be some sheep around here. There he is. Hey, 3 wool. Pretty good. Get all the rest of these guys over here. Chop, 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 snip, snip, snip. And, you know, that's about enough for like 5 beds, so let's turn these into beds using all of our spruce wood. Place them down like so. And there's a lot of different colors of beds that they have in here now. It's very nice. Look at our village once more, and then we'll call it a session. Alright, and then we're going to start up our next playthrough part on Christmas. Hooray. We load back in, it is really laggy. I don't know why it's laggy, but it is. But all the chests look different now. You can see they're kind of like presents, you know. Place this one, it's red, and that one's green. That's cool. I think it's cool at least. There we go. Back into the nether. psych, we're not actually going to the nether. We're just going to improve the place that's around the nether portal. Get rid of all this farmland that's back here. Don't really need these farms. Let's sell off some sticks as well. We're going to take our massive stacks of wheat that we've collected at the day 5 or something, turn it all into bread, and throw about half of this into the village right now. Yeah! And while we wait for them to get busy, we will improve the area around our portal with some diorite. We're going to turn it into polished diorite. Yep, there it is. And already, this place looks so much better. Of course, there's some ugly paths here. And we'll destroy a little bit of the hill too to get more land around this portal. Don't have enough soul sand to expand the farm. Day 23 farm work. Well, we are going to destroy some of this farm. We're going to put some more farms down. And for that we're going to need an iron shovel. It's just going to make things a little bit easier. We have the spare iron now to do it. Usually I never bother with iron shovels. There we go. I think this area is going to be a nice place for a decorative... Ooh, hang on. Let me get you out of the way. Jump. There we go. Expand this a bit. Take out this weird block of water. There's a nautilus under our farm. That's alright. We'll just leave him there. And we'll hoe all this. Put some seeds down. Break all this farmland to get more seeds so that we can place more farms. I think this raised path looks pretty nice. I'm going to turn that into farmland as well. And yep, there we go. It is all seeded out. Now we're going to trade some more sticks. Farm ourselves some more sugarcane. Yep, and I'm tired of having the sugarcane fall in the water, so I'm just going to craft some acacia slabs here and place them in between. Waterlog them, and that way all the sugarcane will fall right onto the slabs, and I will have to swim everywhere to get. Day 24, chopping and best sword. Well, I'm gonna chop the rest of these acacia trees that are around our island. Really just, I don't know, I'd feel better without all these random trees everywhere. Plus, we really do need the wood, because we keep having to buy things from the villagers. There's not as many acacia trees on this island as there would be on a forest island, but there still is quite a bit of wood to go around. It's a good thing that I have this efficiency 4 diamond axe. You know, there's even a little oak tree over here. Yep. There's more of these trees down. I haven't really built a house in this hardcore playthrough because, well, there just really isn't enough land on the sort of little island place where I'm at to build anything nice as far as a house. And I think it would really get in the way trying to get into and out of a house every time. Oh, there's a little red mushroom here. How did that happen? Whatever. Well, I'd like to say, as all of these trees are disappearing and the saplings are dropping, that I like to play Minecraft with the best tools. Otherwise, I feel like I'm playing it very inefficiently. So that's why I haven't crafted anything yet. Here we put the finishing touches on our sugarcane farm. And we're level 30, so I think we should enchant ourselves some stuff, but I feel like we should craft ourselves a diamond sword first and see what we can get. That's a looting 3, that's pretty good. And then it turns out it's one of the best swords that I've ever gotten enchanted, so that's awesome. We'll chop some more trees down. Always going to need more sticks. Replant these guys right here. I do have to say that it has never been on my first sword enchant that I've ever gotten looting 3, I don't think. In fact, we might not even have to purchase ender pearls. We can just farm them from endermen at this point. Get ourselves the last little saplings that have fallen. Day 25, enderman hunt. Yep. Well, we're gonna craft up some more sticks, some more planks, make some more trades. Because we gotta trade every day if we want to keep up the maximum amount of emeralds that we're getting. Could just make more Fletchers, but, you know, that's a bit extra. Get some Prot 3 on our armor. It'll help us fighting the Enderman. It's about 500 blocks out in the Basalt Deltas, so it takes a while to get there. There's a magma cube here. I'm sure with looting 3 we can get magma creams finally. And yeah, we got a little bit. Nice. Just kill the rest of them, because why not? Build back to here. Jump off. And we're gonna make a little bridge over here, because I don't really feel like crossing this delta. But also I don't really feel like making a proper bridge. Ooh, we got an achievement. So I'm just going to pillar down. There we go. Chop our first Enderman. He's holding a warped Nylium. Get ourselves some of the warped fauna, including these twisting vines. And I think these shroom lights look really nice, so I'm gonna get at least a couple of these. I might even light my base around with these. Yep. I don't know why no one uses them. They're just a really nice orange color. And this guy just disappears in the lava. I thought he was gonna come back at me, but he doesn't. He's just gone. And this guy gets more pearl. And this guy just completely body. I mean, he doesn't even get a chance to attack. But some guys like this one get me down to half health. You know, it's like it's luck of the chance really when fighting Endermen. If you can stun them. I'm not that good at Minecraft PvP. We're also getting a decent amount of levels from this, so we'll be able to enchant another thing after this trip as well. And yep. I feel like this is such a fun way to get pearls, rather than just trading them for sticks and emeralds. It does take a lot of food though. I think I've used about 10 or 12 foods already. Alright, now that our trip's over, we should take all our stuff back to the base. Because we got enough pearls here, we don't need to be in the nether any longer. It's nighttime, that's cool. Day 26, looks and brewing. Well, we are going to improve the looks of stuff around our base, throw down all of our nether blocks into our nether chest, and replace all of these stinky torches with nice little torch lights. Oh, it looks so much better already. I've been watching a lot of like Minecraft beta videos because I don't know, I like the aesthetic of Minecraft beta. I think it looks really blocky, and that's like the whole Minecraft aesthetic should just be blocky. It's like trying to build into this like smooth, more rounded textures that give off the impression that it looks professional and like actual color gradients, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like the whole point of Minecraft is that it's harsh and jarring and that it's like hyper saturated, and now it just sort of looks like washed out, and it looks kind of like every other game, you know. Like, people still like the aesthetics of like old Nintendo games because they were like hyper saturated and whatnot. I feel like Minecraft really kind of lost a lot of its charm by making their textures look appealing. Anyways, we gotta get some sand to get some bottles for potions of fire res. You always want to have fire res in your inventory in case you make a mishap in lava somewhere. There we go. We'll dig out this little acacia platform that's been here since the beginning as well. Start smelting up our sand. We'll even buy ourselves a bow and arrow because it's good to have some ranged attacks. I was thinking of fighting the ender dragon really early on as well, but it'll be quite a while before that happens. Enchant our helmet. It's got fire protection. That's not the best. The bow enchantment is absolutely trash. It's just flame at level 30. No. I'll enchant that right away. Don't even want flame. Right, now we'll make some bottles. The nether used to be such a harsh place to go to because, you know, you fall in lava, then, you know, you've only got a couple seconds before you can get out and get away. But with fire res, it just totally makes the nether a lot safer. Let's put a hopper on top of here so we can brew potions easier. I'll put, you know, redstone to make the effect last longer. Have 8 minutes of fire res per potion. That's pretty nice. Get that local brewery achievement as well. Day 27, librarians. Well, I think they've bred up enough, that is, the villagers, And so I'll take some of the extra workers who don't have a job at the moment, and I'll turn them into librarians. I will put them into this hole, if they could just come one at a time. Need to shove some other people out. There we go. Puts a torch on here. And he's going to be sticking here for a while. Then I realize, oh wait, instead of using water, I can use slabs to trap him in. That's a lot better. But I don't get rid of the water for a while. I don't know why. Anyways, that's efficiency 5, but it's a really expensive efficiency 5, so I'm going to re-roll it. There's a lot of trades that I kept in here. I mean, again, re-rolling villagers is always probably one of the least fun parts of any Minecraft playthrough. But you gotta do it because mending is just, you can't live without it. I open up the sky so I can see what time of day it is. It's still pretty early in the day. And then I see a feather falling 4, and that is, you gotta take it. Whenever you see feather falling, you have to take it, because it is just, it will save you more than any other enchantment will, besides protection. So now that trade's locked in, we gotta make another librarian. Craft up another of these library tables. He gets right in there, surprisingly. I'm gonna block this off a bit, take a nap. Day 28, books and iron. Oh, we're gonna need more books. One of them is Silk Touch. We don't really need Silk Touch at the moment. What we do need is Fortune 3, so that we can get our pickaxe more ores per ore block. And that's gonna make sure that we don't lose any diamonds whenever we're mining diamonds. Buy another bookshelf, craft another library table, and try to get these villagers out of here. You need to use water to separate them, kind of like Moses. But then we block off this place with another cobblestone, and we sort our inventory a bit so that we can place down the library station and chop it faster and faster. He's still not selling us anything that we like until mending for 10. Yes, that's what we want to see. I think it's like one of the cheapest you can possibly get it. I would have accepted anything up to like mending for 20. But when you get like mending for 30, you really just want to re-roll it. Anyways, we go back down to the mines. We need some more iron in order to make an anvil, of course. We didn't make one last time when we got more iron. Let's chop down a creeper. We got that looting sword, so we'll get a lot of gunpowder. Make ourselves a little staircase. Light up our way. We have Fortune 2 on our pickaxe. It's giving us plus 80%, not plus 120% as Fortune 3 would. So it's a little bit extra. It's nice. The boost comes in handy sometimes. Light up all our caves. There's a lot of lapis around these parts. I don't know why. I mean, I guess lapis is the most common at around like y equals 0. And it looks like we're probably around that area, so I guess I see why there's a lot of lapis here. Alright, once all the little pockets are explored, I try to dig into some of these walls to see if I can find any more iron, and I end up finding a cave. Very nice. It's a pretty big cave too, so I want to light it up. There's a skeleton shooting me, and there's a zombie. Not too bad though. There's an amethyst, and I'll mark that location for later. I do like the look of amethysts, but I haven't really used them much. Get this creeper out of the way here. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just very weird. And I think that we've had enough exploring for today, so I'll just dig back up to the main cave, and we'll take a rest at the bottom of the stairs here. Day 29, anvil work. Yep, that's right, it's time to make an anvil, but first, let's get power 4 on our bow. Nice. That's as much power as you can get on a bow from an enchanting table. We'll dig up and get some more of this spruce wood. We always need spruce woods. I watched a hardcore playthrough where a guy instantly chopped down trees, and it was alright. He made a lot of interesting design choices. And by that, I mean he was a builder, and he was using a lot of like staircases and a lot of like building techniques and trapdoors and all that. But anyways, now that we've got our anvil, we can feel free to put Fortune 3 on our pickaxe and Mending on our pickaxe. Now, whenever we do trades, we will get a little bit of durability restored, like right now. In fact, I've been watching a lot of 100 Days Hardcore series in the middle of editing this. I don't know, just to sort of give me ideas about what to say and all. And the more I watch, the more I realize that people really have no idea what to say in the middle of their playthroughs. They just only specifically focus on the things that they're doing at hand, which isn't a bad thing. But it's just also like I have way more footage than most people do, so I really have to fill the air with a lot of things. Walking over this planks feels really good, by the way. Day 30, I follow. Well, we are going to follow Eyes of Ender to find a stronghold. We'll craft up 12 to begin with. And throw from our hill. And the first one is broken. Sucks. But, you know, it's off in this direction. The forest over here, it starts raining in the middle of this. The sun goes away. Thankfully the next couple of pearls don't break. There's this little hole in this birch forest, and then our pearl breaks, and we fall down. But it's still in this direction. I don't think it's changed at all, honestly. There's a lava pool. I might as well get some obsidian while I'm here. I mean, I know there's lava in the portal room, but I think that leaving the lava in the portal room makes it look better than if you were to just take it all and then it's dark. Anyways, it's still in this direction. And we find some pillagers. They're no match for our sharpness 3 sword and protection 3 armor. So I make quick work of them. Get that achievement for destroying the captain. And, you know, I'll leave that sugarcane. And the pearl is behind us, so we've actually gone far enough. Day 31, Stronghold Struggle. Yep, it is gonna be a struggle. I feel like most playthroughs, the Stronghold is a struggle to get through. I dig straight down because honestly, I do not care. I have a bucket of water on me. Yeah. We are in the middle of a very scuffed forest, and there is a angry villager at us. Just destroy him real quick. There's nothing in this chest. This is a water entrance as well, but I don't think it's ocean exposed. It's so many leaky places. It's like a sewer over here rather than a stronghold, and there's even places behind the walls. It's crazy. I'll start destroying these iron doors so I can know which places I've been. It's basically like the only thing that I can do, other than just like, scrambling and poking holes in the walls. I place a torch on a door because there was glow like in there. Keep digging past. Surely in one of these places, dripstone caves, there's gonna be a stronghold just sitting and waiting for me, right? That's what I tell myself anyways. Delete more doors. And, we have come back to the part of our cave that is more open and is lit by daylight, so you know it's because that we've dug down from the top. Yep, we're on lap 2. Destroy more doors, destroy more enemies, get more mob drops, but our inventory is full of blocks. Ugly stronghold blocks, by the way. Destroy more doors, go down more places. And, yep, there's a whole lot of nothing here. And we are out of torches now, so we just gotta use flint and steel for everything. Yep, more flint and steel. You know, watching a lot of Bedrock, well, specifically the 404 challenge, there's a lot of people who use flint and steel to light things up. I dig myself into a bookshelf here. Then I just go around to the actual entrance of the library. Yep, gonna mark this down, and you're gonna need a lot of books later. Chop down another iron door. And here's another library. Cool, that's the second one. I think they can only have 2. I mean, a lot of people have commented on how bad Stronghold Generation is, but this really is just a fault of me. for not going back to the entrance and trying to piece out from there, because the strongholds always generate very close to the entrance, and I've just been spending all my time looking at the farthest corners of this, trying to rest, but there's a zombie nearby, and we'll destroy him, the little mermaid he is. Day 32, end portal found. It's a bit of spoilers, but you know, it's very nice. I didn't use a creative world or a chunk base or anything like that. This is just me messing around for like 30 minutes trying to find the portal. It's alright, I feel like that's part of Minecraft, is just getting lost, trying to feel your way around things. Some people don't like that, and it's like, I don't really get that. I mean, like, I guess if your whole goal is to create something that looks pretty, getting lost seems like kind of a big deal, but for me, I just like the adventure and the exploring aspect, and it's kind of nice. But yeah, we are really lost in this place. We've explored like virtually every area. This is like one of the last areas to explore, which is under this part right here, because I notice there's an iron door here that I haven't gotten. And there's the end right there, and I just cut to me destroying this guy's spawner. There's 3 eyes already. Very nice. We actually have enough blaze powder to create the remainder of the eyes and light that up. We're not going to go there today. We'll mark down the coords of our end portal, and we're just going to make our way back to our base to gear up and do some other stuff. A bit precarious to be bridging over lava and jumping, but shift is good. Toggle shift is good, There we go, back to the base. We gotta store all of our cracked blocks and stone bricks. Day 33, end preps. We're not gonna go to the end, but we're gonna make at least a little bit of preparations, and that involves buying some things from the villagers. Get more emeralds. Gotta get these stick trades done. Buy ourselves a couple more bookshelves so we can get more mending. And I realize that I should just be enjoying Christmas. And then I go back the next day. I'll play this again. And, well, the chests are still Christmassy themed. I'm gonna chop some more wood now. And honestly, I'm just sort of fine with the level of grind that's in the early game of Minecraft. There's a lot of people who don't really like the whole aspect of trying to get things to trade to villagers, but I don't know, I've done it for so long, for 5 years now. I've just traded spruce and things to villagers, and I really just don't mind it. I'm leveling up this librarian, by the way. Hopefully he sells me mending for cheaper. And, it's a bit cheaper. And having lanterns as a light source is pretty nice too. Anyways, we're back into the nether because we want to link up our portals by a bridge. And so I carefully measure out where the portal is, and then I'll dig a couple blocks into it. And then I almost fall off there. A bridge across there. A lot of ravines and gaps inside the nether walls, like this one. But this one leads right down to the portal. I make such a scuffed staircase all the way down here, and then I don't even bother at the end. Oh, we're gonna go in. Nope, just kidding. We're actually going back for some books. I guess we'll use our netherrack to light a trail of breadcrumbs so that we can see our way back. We're certainly going to see our way back, and we're not going to get lost on the way, right? Well, I mean, we have the coordinates, so we shouldn't. Anyways, there's a creeper there that almost blows us up, but we dodge him. There's the bookshelves. Let's get some of these cobwebs by using shears. Very nice. Clean all the spider webs out of here. There's nothing really important inside this bookcase. We'll take that impaling 4, I guess. We might need it for crossbows later. Yep, there's no books anymore, at least on the bottom part. Let's take these eye armor trims as well. Might as well. This is Smite 4 and a Depth Strider 3, but those are just, nah, not worth it. As we find our breadcrumbs and we go back to the portal without using our coordinates. And there's a little piglin here. He's going to be here for a long time, actually. He doesn't really despawn for whatever reason. Anyways, we go back to our thing. We get ambushed. Oh no, piglins. There's only one, right? Nope. Two of them. There is a third that just falls off, and then there's a hoglin as well. Day 34, bookwork. There's a hoglin next to our portal. That's alright. I wanted to trade books for emeralds, but it doesn't look like our librarians are doing that at the moment. So I guess we'll just expand our bookshelf a little bit higher, make it look almost like a pyramid almost. You know, yeah, that looks nice. I don't really see anyone making their bookshelf setup look very fancy. Anyways, we need to trap more villagers. Specifically the protection villager, but also unbreaking would be good. Lunge is not so good. We'll re-roll that one. Gonna sell knockback 2. It's gonna sell efficiency 5. Very nice. The best part is it's only 31 emeralds, but we don't have that at the moment, so we're just going to have to lock in his trade with a paper trade. There we go. We'll level him up, so maybe we'll sell it even cheaper as well. Yeah, 28 emeralds for one. That's pretty good. There you go. We're gonna put another guy in, and they're not taking to the job site, it seems. Not sure what's happening here. Probably the bell, but I don't know. Who knows? Eventually, someone does come to here, though, and that's very nice. We'll block it off again. We'll re-roll the trades. Luck of the sea. No, we're not fishing. Protection 3 for 12. I would like Protection 4, but Protection 3 for 12 is basically just as cheap. And we've also removed the bell. Day 35, Mega Chopping. Well, if we're going to have protection on all of our armor, we are going to need a lot of emeralds. We even dig ourselves another flint because we want to replace the flint and steel that we broke. Yep. It's just going to do a straight round chop. Every time I chop wood in Minecraft, it's basically the same motions every time, and it just sort of lets my mind wander a bit. You know, almost like when you're taking a shower, it's like you can sort of just let your mind wander a bit, because you're not really doing anything that, like, labor intensive. I've thought about planning out 100 days hardcore and, you know, putting a bunch of farms and stuff and getting everything that I need, but I feel like I should just do this playthrough. This playthrough is basically just representative of how I play most of my hardcores, which is just finding a village, getting trees, and then, you know, beating the dragon. I usually beat it all within like 100 days as well. I'm gonna beat this one within 50 days, so that's gonna be extra cool. Looks like the villagers are still breeding a lot. It's nice. Let's chop down our cactus here. Replant it. Got some cactus flowers. That's cool. I don't think I've used them for anything though. I'm not much of a builder guy myself. Day 36, armor enhancement. Well, we will fill in this hole that's next to our village. Make it look a little bit nicer. We trade some more sticks. We're waiting for them to refresh their trades, of course. Then we'll trade the sticks. Repair our pickaxe. It's looking a bit low, but now it's looking better. Well, we get ourselves some of that protection 3. A lot of that protection 3. Combine it into protection 4s. And then we'll unenchant our gear so it's cheaper to upgrade. Protection 4. Nice. We've run out of levels, so we've got to trade some more to get more levels, and then we realize, oh, whoops, we still have this on our offhand. There we go. Now we can start gaining levels. Get that mending enchantment on our pants, and that's good to go. Protection 4 diamond armor is better than netherite armor even, so it's a really good thing to enchant all your gear with protection. We're gonna buy some more books, and we're gonna craft ourselves a diamond shovel, and put efficiency 5 on it. Start clearing out this mountain. I don't know why I really do this, especially since I don't even have unbreaking on it. I guess it just improves the look of the area a bit. And oh, there's a lot of lapis. There's also a bunch of coal I've been digging up. And all this dirt, I guess I could use it for terraforming or something else. There's also a bit of cobblestone here. Day 37, hill erasure. Yep, this hill that's next to our bookshelf, we're just gonna try to get rid of it through this day as well. Our shovel is looking like really bad, like it's almost broken completely here. We've just dug thousands of dirt blocks, and here's the result of that. Almost half a chest of dirt. Now we go back to chopping some more wood because we need to buy just a bit more books. Not too much more. We're almost all the way geared up at this point. Day 38, mending and chopping. Well, it's just as it says, mending and chopping. By the way, Hightail has released, and I initially thought, oh man, I'm making a Minecraft video on when Hightail is releasing, and Hightail's going to be the new big thing, and everyone's going to forget about Minecraft. And you know, I've looked at a little bit of the footage, and I can say that Hightail is not a Minecraft killer, not in the slightest. I mean, it's alright. I would say it's probably worth its $20. Full protection forward gear, by the way. But yeah, I don't think anyone's switching over from Minecraft to find a better experience. And if they are, it's not going to be in Hightail. Alright, well, we need to farm the rest of our sugarcane and collect some of the saplings that have dropped all over this ocean land. Day 39, amethyst and caving. Right back down to we'll go back down to that one cave where we saw an amethyst. On the way, we will see a skeleton and some diamonds. It's pretty nice. Especially with our fortune 3, but it doesn't seem to activate, and we only get 3 diamonds. Clear up all of these amethyst nodes because we want more amethyst to spawn in. Amethyst can spawn in all side of amethyst nodes, so that's why you always got to dig them out whenever you see them. Plus we're just getting a ton of amethyst, by the way. There's a creeper that comes in and explodes some of our amethyst. It's alright, we didn't need that much. Still a bunch more creepers. Try to end our lives, but we're in Prot 4 armor now. Doesn't really matter. Let's go along this giant dark cave and find ourselves as many diamonds and other goodies as we can. It's a abandoned mine shaft over here. The abandoned mine shaft with a Christmas chest is a unique sight. Haven't seen that before. You get a bunch more torches in the chest as well, which is very good because we need them for light sources. Even more shinies up here, some more diamonds and gold. Next to this lava stream. There's a ton of zombies and other mobs in this cave. It's a good idea to go and hunt them all. Music disc. But yeah, hunt them all in order to get, gunpowder and bone meal. We find ourselves a giant iron vein, which is basically a better source of finding tough blocks than it is finding iron. And we found ourselves extra diamonds under here as well. But yeah, there is a ton of tough in these things. Just beat up some more zombies on our way. We didn't even get all the iron out of that mine because our inventory is looking kind of full. But yeah, I'm, recently impressed by how well our armor is holding up against these hordes of mobs. And the skeletons are burning themselves in the fires that I've lit with the flint and steel, which is kind of funny. You'd think they'd avoid it. Yep. I think I found another iron vein here as well. I screenshotted it so that I could return to it if I ever needed iron, which I probably will never do, but it's there. Day 40, ascent. skeleton shooting at us, but we don't mind. We can just get the diamonds and move on. There's a cool lava and waterfall here, and it leads right into a deep dark. Try to get the It Spreads achievement, but looks like the glow squids are too far away from the Shulk Catalyst to the achievement. We get the Sneak 100 at the least, and we decided to just head out of here because we're not really equipped to defeat and loot the ancient cities. If there was one, there probably isn't one. Anyways, we see some glow berries over here, and I think, oh wow, I'll find myself a lush caves. But then if you look at the biome counter over there in the top left, it says jungle. It does not say, does not say lush caves. It was just a false thing. And I just dig up a staircase out of here. Yeah, I'm in the forest now. Screenshot our position out of here. We dug up to y equals 100. There's a jungle temple out in the distance that we go to. Dig right into it. Ignore these little levers and just get to the chest. Chest has got an armor trim, by the way. Very nice. The wild armor trim. I'm not sure how good it is. Day 41, return in furnace. Well, we find ourselves next to a lava pool outside of the jungle temple. We head back, go to a savanna, and then we can see our pine trees off in the distance. Spruce trees. Pretty nice. Store all of our blocks that we got from mining, and we got a lot of things that we need to smelt, so well, first we should make a jukebox and play ourselves a music disc. These Minecraft music discs go kind of hard though. It's pretty nice. It's our first music disc as well, so it's a nice cause for celebration. Alright, now that we've crafted our furnaces, we should figure out a spot for them. In between these two lamps seems like a good place. We'll take these other two furnaces and we'll get some of this coal that's been hanging around here with our Fortune 3 pickaxe. No, I wouldn't say that it's a waste to collect materials without Fortune 3, but I really don't like collecting excessive materials without getting Fortune 3 pickaxe. Really does feel like I'm just wasting them, even though you can get like endless stacks of them by getting like farms later. Made the mining area a little bit better. Now we're going to smelt up all of our smeltables, have some torches, and store the rest of our stone. I'm also going to put a sign down. I like to put a sign down on each of my vases. Yeah, today is the day after Christmas of 2025. I'll light that up, put the blue, and the blue looks like actually horrible. You can't see it at all, but whatever. Last thing we're going to do is take some of our copper, some of these amethysts, and make ourselves a spyglass. Day 42, meat gathering. Well, if we're going to fight the Ender Dragon and we're going to go explore the end, we're going to need a lot of food in order to not die and recover health. So we'll set off in our acacia boat to this island over here. Get some cows. There's the desert that's over there with the red sand. I think to myself, now's a good time to get this red sand. I've got a good shovel. It's not fully repaired, but it's repaired a bit. Pass by this ruined portal. It's got nothing good in it, but we'll take the gold blocks and crying obsidian. We'll kill these cows. I'll leave the baby cow alive just because it doesn't drop anything. I'll kill this other cow here. There's a village. I'll loot the village. It's only got 4 iron, nothing else. So we'll just go around killing more cows for the rest of the day. And yeah, there's a lot of cows on this savanna plateau. It's pretty nice. Then we'll take a small nap on this island here. Day 43, final preps. Well, we'll take the boat back. You can see our trees back in the distance. And, yep. Just deposit the few things that we've got on this trip. We'll replace the sand with orange sand, reddish sand. Now our cactuses will look extra swaggy. And we'll place the rest of the sand there. Pop ourselves an anvil. cook ourselves the meat, chop ourselves some wood, fall down into the ocean, get back up, chop ourselves some more wood. Though, to be fair, there's not exactly anything that I would need to buy at this point, but I'm sort of feeling anxious about fighting the dragon, so I might as well just do things that are a little bit routine while I wait for the meat to smelt up in the furnace. I'm enjoying watching Season 11 of Hermitcraft. I can't really pick a favorite. There's too many of them that I like so far. There's a hoglin that's still by this portal. I think now's a good time to try to get a zoglin to fight. So we might as well just beat him up until he decides to go into our portal. Thankfully he didn't die beforehand, but looks like he's kind of cold on this side. Alright, time to end him. And at the same time, I should probably farm all of this nether wart, because it looks like it's all grown up. There we go. Day 44, debris gathering. Well, just make an entrance down to Y level 15. That's the best level to mine ancient debris at. But we find ourselves running into a previous staircase that we used. There's a little piglin baby, and he decides to hop off the cliff for no reason, but it's okay. I finish making the staircase down to the debris area. And yeah, I think Hermitcraft Season 11 is shaping up to be really fun so far. Now that we are at the right height, we'll just dig ourselves a line. And actually we'll find our first piece of ancient debris really fast. But it's alright. Yeah, what I like about Hermitcraft Season 11 is that everyone seems to be trying to do something different. I guess I'm a little bit disappointed that everyone is like already getting like in-game stuff in their like early episodes, and they're like bartering for all the things that they need rather than like having a shopping district where they buy stuff. It's a little bit of a change from the norm, but you know, it's alright. There's some more debris here, but a lot of these debris are just cases of one debris, so it's not actually that much, even though there's a lot. I think watching Cubfan and Mumbo is probably the best parts of watching Hermitcraft. The others are all really good in their own rights, but something so satisfying about seeing like the most grindy and the most like technical people like make their farms and their bases on the server. And there's sort of a realization that, well, everyone on Hermitcraft is way more grindy than the average Minecraft player. Alright, gotta kill this guy over here. That watching someone who is probably the absolute best at it is very satisfying. Day 45, dragon fight. Well, I put it off for long enough. We have extra netherrack, we have extra arrows, extra food. And now all we need to do is go down and fight the dragon. We'll fall a couple of times first. And, you know, well, we're just gonna quit the game today. Do it tomorrow, which is the same day for you watching this. I've died a couple times to the dragon in hardcore, but it's really uncommon. One time was because I fell off without feather falling, and another time was due to magic. But I have extra bottles on me this time, so it shouldn't be too difficult. I know there's a lot of alternative ways to break the crystals, like snowballs, or crossbows, or even breeze balls, I think. But I've just always fought the dragon with a bow. There's a part of me that wants to learn bed strats and speedrun strats if I want to open all 20 end gateway portals, but for now I think I'm just fine with the casual experience of Prot 4 diamond armor and feather falling. I don't even have to worry about water bucket clutching. It makes the fight a whole lot less stressful. Alright, this one is the last crystal up here, and we'll take some of our netherrack back as we head downwards. There's dragon mint that I need to collect, or dragon's breath. Not sure I'll be making lingering potions, but I do need it for the achievement at the very least. I know that you're not supposed to really jump and fight this guy, especially in the front, so I switched to the back. Then I just do a collection of shots where I'm hitting the dragon each of my shots, but I really don't hit each of my shots. I'm just clipping out the like 30 and 40 seconds between where I actually hit shots. I make sure to see the dragon through the spyglass so I can get another achievement. An enderman that dies in his breath, and it's all over. We've completed Minecraft. You get a torch, even though I have a stack of torches on me already. I use the ender dragon's breath to mend all of my mending gear, which I never see anyone do. But I always love to do it, because I always have mending gear by the time I fight the ender dragon. There's an end gateway up here. It's not over the void, so we can just easily make a staircase to it. Throw ourselves in, and well, there is nothing around us. I screenshot the chords of the end gateway, though we find a bunch more on our way through this end dimension. Exploring all these flats, and we bridge over using pearls quite a bit. It's the fastest way to travel after all. We've already found another end gateway on our way to finding an end city. Bridge over again. This gap's a little too big, so we're going to have to use a bunch of netherrack. Always make sure to jump before you throw a pearl to get extra distance. Day 46, first end city. Well, we haven't found the end city yet, but it's going to be pretty soon. And we're going to need more pearls to go there. So let's kill some more endermans. This end city is quite far out. The first end city that I'm trying to find anyways. It's not usually this long. It's usually only about 1,000 or so blocks, but sometimes I get unlucky like this, and it takes 3,000 blocks in order to find it. There it is off on the left, as you can see. It does have an elytra on it, which is very nice. We'll take a screenshot of the entrance, and we will make our way inside. We don't need the elytra at this moment. Let's just defeat the shulkers and get our inventory sorted out at the moment. There we go. It's looking a lot better. We'll continue making our way up the main pillar, defeating the shulkers as we go along. Very nice. A lot of shells that are dropping. Though we do have a looting 3 sword. We got a looting 3 spear as well, but I don't like the use of spears. They're kind of gimmicky. Ender pearl over to the ladder on the boat. We don't take any damage there. And get our elytra. Very nice. Find some swords in there. Some diamonds. We'll take those. Well, now that we've found an elytra and we've got shulker shells, the only thing left to get at the end is the spire armor trim. Though it seems as though it's not in any of these chests around here. We take another time to clear out the rest of the shulkers that are here. So, more shulkers is more inventory management, is equal to a better life. If you don't have a good inventory management every time you play Minecraft, it's very annoying. It might be a bit controversial, but I don't think that Minecraft really needs to update the end. They're already giving us the elytra by going to the end and shulker shells. So there's not much more I could possibly want from here. Of course, everyone keeps asking for it, so you know they're going to cave in and make an end update anyways. Clear out some more shulkers here, and day 47, more end cities. Well, there's quite a bit of diamond tools around here. Most of them I'm probably not going to use because they're worse than the tools I already have. I think I've looted pretty much everything there is to here in the first end city. Going out a bit, find another end gateway and another end city. And this one is a Prot 4 Unbreaking 3 chest plate, which is actually pretty good. But we already have one. I'll screenshot this end gateway and look forward for more end cities. There's one over here. It's got another boat. Take the dragon head, of course. Another elytra. There's a lot of gold in this one. And store our junk away right now. And if we go back inside, we'll see just even more loot. This one's got 7 diamonds in it. Very nice. But we still haven't found that spire armor trim. And to be honest, we don't find one for the rest of the time that we're in the end. There's another elytra. Another chest plate. We're not even taking armors at this point. We've got way too many of them. I'll take this dragon head though.